Hello and welcome to the Kanawha Valley Hustlers. This is Joe Justice. I'm here with Vannessa at the Cottage. Tell me, Vannessa, what's your hustle?
I am the events and venues manager for the Cottage at Northgate and also the Retreat WV. We do two very different things at two very different buildings. The Cottage is great for all types of celebrations and parties and weddings, and the Retreat is great for staff meetings, staff trainings, any type of business event or small gathering.
Now, that is very cool. And tell me just a little bit, what's it like being an events manager and just being responsible for all that stuff that's involved with, I imagine your goal is to make sure that people really remember the event, enjoy it. It's part of their life. What's that like?
I say a lot of times that people are my job. My job in any situation with events is to make people comfortable, make sure their needs are met, and make sure they don't regret anything about their event and that they can walk away feeling like they enjoyed themselves. So whether that's business and professional events or personal events, people are my job, and that's what I focus on.
That's great. And tell me a little bit of the insider secrets. What do you do to make sure that people are happy and delighted at the end of the day?
I have lots of tips. The little things that people don't think about, from the right way to set up a room for optimal mingling to how to set up a room for a board meeting with the right flow. So really, I don't want to give away all of my trade secrets, but I have lots of little tips and tricks that I can just pull out at the drop of a hat to make people feel comfortable.
That's great. And tell me, so you mentioned that there were two different places, the Cottage and the Retreat. Tell me a little bit, give me some examples of the type of events. You mentioned like a board meeting. Give me some examples of the type of events that you would have at the Retreat.
Sure. A big one that we do now are quarterly and annual staff trainings. So we have lots of different groups that come in to do their all-day meetings with their staff and still have room for breakout sessions and do lunch and breakfast and everything all in one area.
And what about the Cottage? What type of events do you have at the Cottage?
I like to think of us as a lifetime venue. So we start with weddings and bridal showers and go all the way to baby showers and 50th and 85th birthday parties. So we really like to get people in at the beginning and make a relationship for life.
Well, that's really about making memories, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we love to be part of people's memories.
So tell me, how long have you been doing this job here at the Retreat and at the Cottage?
I have been working in and with the Cottage and the Retreat for about 3 years, but I've been in this full-time position for about a year.
Great. And what are your thoughts so far? Are you going to be doing it for a little while?
I do love what I do. I can't see me leaving anytime soon. I love my people. I love the tenants that we house at both buildings. I love the people that I get to meet to do weddings and baby showers and all of the different people that I meet at the Retreat. There's never two events that are exactly the same.
I can see you light up. I can see you really brighten up when it comes to talking about events and the stuff that you do. I can tell that you take it all very seriously. Is it something, do you feel a lot of pressure? Is it something that, is it just a lot of joy?
It can be both. Sometimes I feel like the best joy comes from the hardest pressure on an event. When you work the hardest to make sure it goes off successfully, you get the most joy at the end.
Great. And Vannessa, as we're kind of wrapping up here, if you could tell, if somebody would like to get more information about the Retreat or the Cottage, find out what you do, what would be best for either one, how would they go about doing that?
Sure. So the easiest way to get either venue would be to email me at vking at kingeryandcompany.com.
Great. And if you're looking for more information, is there a website? Is there a Facebook page?
Sure. You can visit our website. The Retreat would be www.theretreatwv.com, and the Cottage would be www.thecottageatnorthgate.com. Thecottagewv.com.
Cottage WV. I'll make sure we get that right in the notes. All right. Great. Thank you so much for being on with me today. And thank you so much for listening. Remember, this is Joe Justice, the Kanawha Valley Hustler, reminding you to hustle hard, hustle smart, and hustle with a smile.